So you're wondering what happiness is? Well, it's different for every person. But I can tell you what happiness is for me. First of all, it's not material things. For example, just because you have the best items in your closet, doesn't mean that you are necessarily happy with your life. So if we agree that money doesn't make us truly happy, then what does? It's something deeper than material things though. It comes from within each of us individually. It's freedom and joy. We have to remember that happiness is a choice. It's not something you can get from other people, material things, or even your own achievements. It's a state of mind and heart. You create for yourself by being grateful for what you have and choosing to live life fully. The good news is, you don't need to be rich or famous or successful, or any combination thereof, in order to be happy. Happiness is not about what we achieve, but rather about how we see ourselves, others, and life itself. When we begin looking at our lives this way, the world looks different too, and so does our happiness. I believe that every person has the potential to be happy if they choose it. The first step to being happy is letting go of your expectations. If you're constantly comparing yourself to others, or measuring your life by what other people have achieved, then you are setting yourself up for disappointment. Instead of wishing things were different, focus on what makes you happy in this moment, and let that be enough. Happiness is a skill you can learn. It's not something that happens to you and then you're stuck with it. It's something you do and practice, like any other skill. By practicing happiness skills, you can become happier over time. The main thing I want to get across is that happiness isn't something that happens out there. Happiness doesn't just happen when we win the lottery, or when our favorite sports team wins their big game, or when we get married, or have kids, or retire from work at 65 years old, or whatever your personal dream might be. Happiness only exists in this moment, right now. And it's something that has to be created through our thoughts, attention, and actions. You can choose to be happy right now, and you can do it by focusing on the positive aspects of your life. By focusing on what is right in front of us, we are faced with a choice. Either we will focus only on the negative, thus creating more negativity in our lives, or we will focus only on the positive, thus creating more positivity. The choice is ours. We can choose to be happy right now by focusing on what makes us smile, what brings us joy and peace, rather than dwelling on the things that make us angry or frustrated. You may be thinking, well, that sounds all well and good. But how do I get started? You start by making a list of things that make you happy in this moment, even if those things seem insignificant at first glance. A cup of coffee from your favorite cafe, seeing an old friend who makes you laugh. These little moments add up over time until they become big moments in our lives, moments worth celebrating.
If you like this content, consider subscribing. And as always, have an amazing day.